Team Aquamania is back in the Superboat House after an extended miss. We've missed you guys. It's been, what, almost 3 years, Greg, and it's good to see you guys back. You too, Rick.
Well, it has been 3 years. We're happy to be back. Rick was back 2 years ago when we won the World Championships in Key West. And, you know, this is where Rick and I started my offshore racing, was here in New York City in 2007. And so I'm thrilled to be back. You know, it's been a little bit of a lag way, but we've been practicing. We've been getting ready, testing. And, you know, I'm really looking forward to being back with SBI and, you know, being back racing.
I can't tell you how many times I've had fans that come up to me and ask about your team because they love seeing you guys and Team Miss Geico duke it out in the turbine wars. Of course, Miss Geico is no longer with us, and you guys are still with us, and you're back. And there's another turbine boat here in New York this weekend to do battle with you guys.
That's true, and we're looking forward to it. You know, it's always good to be out there with competition. You know, you don't like to go around the course by yourself. So again, we're looking forward to going out and having a good time, showing the fans what it's all about, and you know, we'll have a great time in New York.
Now, Rick, let's take it back to where it all started for you. Motorsports or boat racing. How did you get involved in this very, very unique sport?
You know, like most boat racers, they'll probably would tell you, you know, it's in your blood. I mean, it started as a kid. We grew up on a lake, and I had a small little rowboat that I, put twice the horsepower you were supposed to, and flipped it and crashed it, and still somehow wasn't scared and kept on going. But I started a powerboat company in '86. Aquamania is a powerboat dealership, and through the years, even before that, I raced with SBI in the '80s in a C-class triple engine Pantera. That was my first, official race boat, and then from there we moved all the way. I went class to class all the way up until the pinnacle with Greg in '07, and it's a dream come true for me.
And how about for you, Greg? How did it start for you?
Somewhat very similar to Rick. I lived on the river in Kingston, Ontario, so we were on the water our whole lives, and so always had boats, always was out there. I was one of the first ones up in the Thousand Islands to have a cigarette boat, as everyone said, and and then Rick and I were friends from up in there, and before you knew it, here we are today, having lots of fun, enjoying the sport, and hopefully showing everybody what it can all be about.
And when you say here you are today, what he means is they are the creme de la creme. They're at the top of the food chain. This is the fastest class in the entire world. This is the turbine class. You guys have chosen a 50-foot Mystic to put these big, powerful engines in. I think they're twin 1850s.
That's right, 1850 Lycoming T53s.
So you guys are going as fast as anybody in the entire world. You can't go any higher than this. That must make you feel awfully proud.
I'm very fortunate to have Rick as my throttle man. So I got the easy job. He has the tough job, but we are very proud to be in this class and to be able to be here and to be able to show the world what it's all about and to be partners and friends with everybody here. That's what it's really all about for us and Rick.
A throttle man will be very, very busy indeed here on the Hudson River. This river can be a very, very big bear to handle, especially when you have wind conditions like this. And as we speak, a front is moving in. We're going to have some massive rain showers tonight. Hopefully tomorrow we have sunshine for race day, but if these winds continue, it's going to be rough out there.
Yeah, when we the last time we raced here, we caught a big hole on the backside. I was stepping on the throttle trying to make my move in the Geico team, and we got by him, of course, but then we hit a big hole and we went side to side and we walked through it. But you're absolutely right. Some of the biggest air we've caught, and believe it or not, is here in the Hudson and not out in the ocean, because your speeds on the straightaway, our speeds anyway, are faster here than in the ocean.
A lot of people think that it's the speed that can upset these boats, but even not going all that fast in a huge 50-foot Mystic, you guys testing in Key West a few years ago had a problem. You weren't going that fast, so anything can happen on that liquid racetrack.
Yeah, we learn a lot every time we're in this boat. We keep adding things, and mainly safety. We already know we have more power than we can use, so now it's a matter of harnessing the beast, so to speak. And all the things that I've been working on are safety related and handling related to stop those kind of mishaps that I'd like to think we could avoid.
Explain to me, Greg, briefly, because I know you could probably talk about this for an hour, but the difference between the boats you guys started with, the mono hulls, the lower powered boats, compared to this 50-foot beast with, as Rick said, more horsepower than you could ever use.
Well, sure. I mean, we started all with mono hulls, deep Vs, and as everybody knows, they're limited on what they can do. When you get into the catamaran boats, we are basically dealing with an airplane wing type event. So you pack the air, underneath the center, and when you have a lot of horsepower behind you, you can get up on top, and then you have to be able to control it. it. So the key isn't so much, you know, where we're going, is the key is controlling the speed so that we're, you know, flying straight and level, I should say. And so, you know, when the V bottoms, you're all over the place, to be simple to say. Here with the cat boat, you got 2 skis out there, and you're packing all that air underneath that tunnel. You know, you can really got to be very careful on how the boat's performing and where we're going. And again, that's the key. The key is how level the boat is, not so much how fast we can go.
Level is key. I'm sure we've all, as kids, when you're in your car, your parents' car, you're going down the highway, maybe to the shore or the beach, as they say down south, and you stick your hand out. And if you raise your hand, it hits the wind, it takes it. You keep your hand level, and you knife right through it. That's why the mono hulls, as we said, the deep Bs, they have to raise that bow to get it up on the stern, on the edge. But these cats, totally different animal. You want it straight.
That's right. We want it straight and level. We don't want anything up in the air.
Well, speaking of straight, this guy's had some health issues, and he's gotten himself straightened out, and he looks good. You look, as they say in the South one more time, you look fit as a fiddle. Greg, it's great to see you back. Rick, thanks for coming back. It's been too long, and it's good to see you in good health.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to being back. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.